This is the 6th class of mind management technique, right? How many of you attended my earlier sessions? Any sessions? 1, 2, 3. Okay, quite a few. Okay. So now you finished 5 classes on mind management technique, right? You can manage? You are able to manage your mind now? You have some techniques with you. Now tell me those techniques. What did you learn? What did you learn? You know how much? Problem? Power of mind. What else? What is that? Postponing. You don't want to postpone. What else? Pardon? Subconscious mind, conscious mind and all that. Okay. How many of you know what is mind? Where is it? Did you get where the mind is so that you can control it? Where is your mind? Could you catch it? Where is it? Already given to somebody else? I did not understand so far what is mind. That's why I am asking you. What is mind? Not visible. Okay.
It's like a software system.
It's a software. Fine. Where is it installed?
There is a hardware.
What is the translation for mind in your language? Telugu or Sanskrit? Manas? Do you think Manas is mind? Do you think Manas is mind? Then your definition is wrong. Mind is Manas? Agree or not? You tell me. How many of you agree mind means Manas? Only 2, 3. Then, if it is not, what is mind? What is Manas if you translate? Will it become mind? This is a problem in English. If you translate from English, you get something. But Manas, when you translate, will you get mind? Try that. Then you said thought process. Thought is not in mind, it is in brain. In brain, what you have? Translate what you have in brain. Buddhi? Yes, no? You think with buddhi, not with manas. So thought process does not happen in manas. It happens in buddhi. So now you have got again more confusion. I want to confuse you first. You have got manas and buddhi. You agree? Whether mind is closer to manas or buddhi is closer to manas. Buddhi is closer to mind in English. So you want to control your buddhi. But in this context of mind management control, it is manas which was taught. Correct, no? That is because of the usage in English translation. Where is your manas? Is it in brain? Where is it? Heart, no? That symbol is written as heart. Where is your heart? Given already to somebody? Yeah, my heart is there. Manas is heart, right? No? Agree? Translation for Manas is not mind, it is heart. Agreed or not? But heart is not that which pumps heart. It is not which is pumping. Heart attack will come. Then the Manas is not dying. Heart attack is something different. Right? No? I have a poetry book in which the poet gets a heart attack. And I am taken to a cardiologist. He says, you have to open your heart and do a surgery. I said, don't open my heart because there are a lot of secrets inside. Doctor will see my heart. So we keep our secrets in our heart, right? No? That heart is not biologically defined. That is Manas. Heart is Manas. Not the heart which pumps. It is Manas. And Buddhi is the thought process. That is practical mind. All your thinking process, Indriyas, are controlled by Buddhi or Manas. Now we don't use the word mind now. You understand the difference between mind is confusing, therefore I don't use the word mind. We have Manas and Buddhi, two aspects. Manas have only desire. It always want. It's a beggar. Keep on asking, I want, I want, I want, I want. Keep on asking. You see anything? I want to see. I want to taste. I want to eat. I want to touch. I want to hear. I want to smell. This want, feeling, desire comes from Manas. Agree? And therefore, Manas is what is controlling Indriyas. I want to see, therefore I will see there. I will see there. Not I will see there. So I is seeing because I wanted to see. I am smelling because I want to smell, right? Who says this I want to smell? Manas says. And who is acting? Indriyas are acting. Therefore, Indriyas, Panchendriyas are controlled by Manas. Agreed? All our knowledge is grasped, attained through Panchendriyas. Therefore, who is teaching you? Manas is teaching you. The Manas is open. Always Manas is open. Manas is never shut. Always open. I want to see there, see. I want to listen. I want to smell. I want to touch. Through these Indriyas only knowledge is given. But then, I will see this picture. I want to see the picture, seen. Then, earlier I have seen a similar picture of a Swamiji. Earlier I have seen a similar picture of a peacock. When did I see? Somewhere I saw. Where is it available? Not in my Manas, it is in my Buddhi. So that is the hardware. Hard disk. Memory is there. So this software, which is Manas, what you said is correct. Manas is the software. Indriyas are the input-output devices. It captures the picture, gives to the software. Automatically software will refer to your Buddhi. Take old peacock picture which I have, then start comparing. This peacock is not very good. Actually the peacock should not be like this. It should be somewhere else. Some other style. Earlier Swamijis never used to have a shawl like this. We start interpreting this picture, thinking about the picture. Where is the thinking happens? In the brain. Why? Earlier picture is downloaded. And then Manas and Buddhi starts discussing. That discussion is what is called a thinking process. Someone has to discuss. That is what is the process. Process will not happen with a single entity. It always happens with the two items. So which are the two items? Manas We have to show Manas here only. We don't know where is it. I will tell you where is it later. Manas and the Buddhi start discussion. Sometimes it will be conflicting. Sometimes they agree together, sometimes they don't agree together. They start conflicting, fighting. My Manas says see there. Buddhi says don't see there. Conflict will start. I don't know what should I do with my eye, whether to see or not to see. Manas says see, but Buddhi says don't. It's not correct. What is not correct? Seeing is not correct. Seeing there now is not correct. Manas will say again see. Buddhi will say don't see. So this conflict will be there between Buddhi and Manas all the time. That is the biggest problem for every human being. You have a desire, that is why you are seeing, that is why you are learning. Every learning process is with the desire. Therefore Manas should always be active, free as it can, so that you become that creative. The more free you are in your Manas, you will become that active, that knowledgeable, that creative, that accidental, that natural, that happy in the world. But you cannot, because you are a human being. You are a social being. You have restrictions. Don't behave like this. Who teaches you? Parents will teach you. Teachers will teach you. Keep on telling, it is not the way to sit. You like to sit like this, but don't sit like this. You want to do something? No, don't do this. Keep on getting instruction from your knowledge, from others, and therefore, who tells you that? Buddhi says. You keep those knowledge here and then start using it. You have a desire to eat mirchi bhaji. Nice smell. When I say mirchi bhaji, did I show you mirchi bhaji now? But mirchi bhaji is there already in your eyes? Yes or no? I only use the word, you hear, but the next indriya started functioning. Taste will come. You will see them. The smell also is there in your nose. All other indriyas will keep acting because your manas like it. You like samosa? You like cutlet? You like chapochu? Do you have any shape in your manas now? In your eyes? There is nothing like that. There is no item called chapochu. Just I said some word, that's all. There is nothing like that. But when I say cutlet, you have that cutlet with you. Your buddhi have got the pictures, automatically downloads and gives to manas, as the manas will give instructions, so it keep on talking to each other. And why do you want to control your mind? Now you tell me. Why do you want to control your manas? It wants all, and being a social being, you must control it. If you don't control, what will happen? If you don't control, what will happen? Is it such classes of 6 days will allow you to control your manas? What are the different ways of controlling your manas? Did you learn any technique here? Now this is mind management technique class. Tell me one technique word to control your manas. Give positive suggestions to whom? Your own mind. When you should give it? When it goes negative. Can you control by giving positive suggestions? No, there is a friend of mine who is a doctor, dermatologist. I can't say friend, he is very senior to me. Dr. Raman from Kerala, Calicut Medical College. He is a dermatologist. What's dermatology? Skin specialist. Okay. He goes to Himalaya. He keeps on going. Many times he keeps visiting Himalaya. One time when he went to Himalaya, he went to an ashram. In Himalaya there are a lot of ashrams. He wanted to see the chief Swami of that ashram. He went to the office, met the clerk. I want to see Swamiji. There no, Swamiji is taking class to his foreign disciples. The topic is mind management technique. You can't disturb the Swami. He is teaching which class? Mind management technique. Very serious class. Don't disturb him now. Okay, fine. But keep my card. While coming back from Himalaya, I want to take another appointment. Now I have no time to wait for him. So you give that. The card was seen by the administration. The clerk who is sitting in the office, he saw dermatologist. Getting a doctor in Himalaya is very difficult. That too a specialist like him. When Swamiji have a problem. What is Swamiji's problem? He keeps on doing like this. This is his problem. All the time he is itching like this. So the clerk said, please wait. Gave the card to Swamiji. Swamiji said, bring him inside. So he came. He came inside and asked, what is your diagnosis? He said, it is normal skin problem. How can you say this? Seeing a buffalo, we know this is a buffalo. For a dermatologist, it is as simple. Diagnosis is very simple. Seeing, we know what is the problem. And what is the solution, prescription? Practice what you are saying. That's enough. Practice what you are saying. What is he saying? Mind management technique. So, mind management technique. What is that a skin specialist prescribes? Whenever you have itching, don't scratch. That is the prescription. Whenever you have an itching, who is scratching? You. Why you are scratching? Because you are not able to control your mind. You know that scratching is bad. Yes or no? Now if you don't scratch, no dermatologist will have a job in this world. If you know mind management technique, no skin problem will be there. Most of the skin problem comes because of your scratching. It's very easy to say, take classes. But even Swamijis cannot control their manas. We have in our Puranas, Idihasas, lot of Swamijis stories you can see. Most of them lose their control at many times and they do many mistakes. Yes or no? Most of the stories are like that. Most of the rishis does mistakes. You cannot control your mind. Don't try for that. The more you try, you can never control it. It's like one king was falling sick and he wanted somebody to treat him. He has severe stomach problem. And he calls the Vaidyas, the doctors, and say, you can treat me, give me medicine, but if I am not healed within a week, I am going to kill you. Only guaranteed good doctors should come and treat me. Who will come? Nobody will come. But one brilliant doctor came. He said, yes, I will give you medicine, but one condition. While eating medicine, don't think about a monkey. While taking medicine, you should never think about a monkey. So what happened? The medicine was given. The king takes the medicine. What he says? Don't think about a monkey. He keeps the spoon back. So the king understood the brilliance of the doctor. The time you say don't think, that is a problem. You start thinking about it. The more you control your manas, it becomes uncontrollable. The more you tell your eye, don't see there, what will happen? You keep on seeing there. Yes or no? When you restrict, because manas is not what reacts, it is the indriyas which reacts in terms of manas. It is not manas what is to be controlled. What is to be controlled? Indriyas are to be controlled. Because indriyas are the reflections of manas. Manam darpana samanam. Shankara says manas is like darpana. It's like a mirror. It only reflects. Clean it. The mirror has to be clean. Manas have to be clean. Then you are controlled. How do you clean your manas? Manas cannot be cleaned. Is it possible? Take 1 kilogram of Vim powder and brush today and clean your manas. If it is clean, it is clean. Then it is controlled. Manas cannot be controlled. It has to be controlled through indriyas. If you want to control your manas, what is to be controlled? Indriyas are to be controlled. Manas will say, see there? No. I should say, no, I am not seeing. Close your eyes. There is nothing wrong in seeing, but don't see. There is a difference between seeing and seeing. You know that difference? You are seeing and seeing. There is a difference. In the beginning in the class, as I entered, as I started talking to you, you start seeing me. But now your eyes are open, but you are not seeing me, you are only listening. But now when I said you are seeing me, again you started seeing. Your concentration keeps shifting from your eyes to ear. And when you concentrate in your ear, your eyes are open, but you are not seeing. Means what? You are not processing. So you see, but you don't see. That is what is mind control. Your control can be shifted even though eyes are open, no seeing. Even though you are hearing, you are not listening. Now there is a sound which I am talking, you are listening to me. 100%. There is another sound of the fan. Are you listening to that? Are you hearing that? Now when I said you are hearing that, earlier you were not hearing that. You are only listening to me and you are not hearing that even though the sound is existing. So who decides whether I should hear the fan sound or my talk? Manasa decides. And how you can control your manas from one to another one, that is what is indriya control. That comes through. How many of you read Ashtanga Yoga? How many of you know 8 steps in yogas are there? Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. In which the 6th steps says that control your indriyas but not manas. Control your indriyas, automatically your manas will get controlled. Control your indriyas, clean your indriyas, your manas is clean. How do you know? How do you react to situations is the way you behave. When do you lose your control? Let us see practically, when do you lose your control on the manas? When do you lose your control on your mind? When does it happen? When you get angry. Simplest is you get angry, right? No? When you get angry, what is that you do? You scold, right? Normally that's what you do. You use bad words. When you get angry, you use bad words. Assume you don't know bad words and you get angry. How do you scold? Can you use nice, good words and then scold somebody? Because you have learned bad words, when you get angry, you are able to use it. So what is wrong? Learning bad words. And where did you get bad words from? Because your father, mother scolded you. They used bad words. Somebody, when they got angry, you started getting bad words. And sometimes you invent bad words also. Because your buddhi is great. You learn what is dog somewhere, sun somewhere. When you get angry, you use the mixed. You mix it and use it, right? No? That mixing capability you have. So your angry is one way of actually practical situation where you are depicting or showing your non-control of mind. So what is to be done? Clean your manas. Decide that I will use only good words in my life. Automatically, that's because you are controlling your indriyas. Which indriya? Tongue. Now you have seen Munna Bhai movie. There is a doctor who gets angry and what he does? Keeps on laughing. That's another way of controlling. That's a practical way. You can see a lot of things from the movie. Learn from the movie. You have seen Premigudu? Who is that actor? Kya general knowledge? In which she comes and she wanted to tell something and he says hold for 5 minutes. Remember that? Yeah. Controlling mind. Assume you want to tell something, hold for some time. If you can hold for some time, your controlling mind is done. Vak has to be good. Vak, mana. Word comes from where? Manas. Yes or no? So manas have to be clean. If manas is clean, word is clean. Other way also. If the words are clean, manas is automatically clean. Because that is how you will come out. Your manas is opened through your words only. So mana, vak, mana. And manas have to be clean. What can be clean? Chakshu, srotra, grana, jihvaredo, buddhyagrati, sankalpame shuddhyandam. That's what Sattva Shuddhi is. Vak has to be clean, manas have to be clean, chakshu has to be clean. Chakshu clean doesn't mean I should clean the eyes to see the picture. When I see the picture, I am seeing the picture. What did I say? This peacock, that is not very good. That comparison should not be there. That is what the negative thought. Instead of that, this picture is wonderful. I can enjoy seeing it. Instead of that, if I start criticizing it, that's a negative eye. The eye is good means whatever I see, I will enjoy it. Now what happens? Your manas is having desire. You know the second thought, what will happen? I must have that. Nice flower. What do you think next? Pluck it. That is where your control goes. You see the nice flower, wonderful, very good, enjoy it. Let it be in neighbor's plant, what is the problem? But you want to hold it. Anything what you see, nice sari in the shop, is there any problem? Nice sari in the shop, enjoy it. But do I feel that I should have that sari? No, I will feel my wife should have that sari, right? That is the desire which adds uncontrollable mind. Assume you can enjoy it there as it is, that is called a detachment. You can control your manas when you have detachment. But no, manas always have attachment. How do you agree or condition yourself saying that let the sari be there, it's beautiful. Let the shirt be there, it's very good. Where the desire comes from? Manas. Let me buy a nice shirt. Up to where I can take it? Up to my house, in my almara, and sometime I can take it on my body, right? No? Can I take it inside my manas? Put it together and then put inside my manas. Is it possible? Does my manas get anything in the world? What do I get? Is there anything which you can take inside to your manas? What can you take? No tangible thing can be taken inside. No material can be taken inside. It can only be bought up to your body. Nice chair. Where I can bring it? Up to my house. Nice bed. Where I can bring it? Up to my bedroom. Once I sleep, whether it is a good bed or a bad bed, does it make any difference? Nice food. What will happen? Kya smell hai? Very good smell. Up to what? Until you put inside your mouth. But once it comes out of your mouth again back, very bad smell. Yes, sir. The best smelling food will be the worst smelling output. Take it. And this equipment is that useless. Any taste is only quarter of an inch. After that, no taste. It just moves 36 feet. Any food only that much. Any material, only that much. But you like it, you love it, you deserve it, you desire it. I want. Understand that never it can be satisfied. So there are two ways. What are the ways? Keep on thinking that you are satisfying you but never get satisfied. Or another way is what? These are not my desire in my life. My desire is something different. What is the desire? Now I like red shirt. If I tell you, one of you give me a red shirt, will I be happy? Try. I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. But assume, since I told red shirt, somebody else also heard, you also give me another red shirt, what I will think? Appa, I should have told I like red and blue. Two red shirt I cannot wear, no? I will not be happy. Same color two we will not like. We can have one TV at home, but two TVs, we will not be happy. Assume you sleep on your mother's lap, you feel happy? 2 times you sleep, will you become unhappy? This is the difference between tangible and untangible. Intangible and tangible. There are something which you materially absorb, which gives you happiness for a short time, but non-material will give you a permanent happiness. And only human being can think on these lines. Dishana Shali. This thought process is given only to human being. But same thought process we use it for getting negative thoughts instead of getting positive thought. Therefore, the buddhi is what is creating us unhappy. Buddhi is what is making us uncontrollable, not the manas. Manas have desire, keep on desire. After some time it will learn. This is not what I want, but buddhi will not permit. Buddhi keeps on giving instructions. Yeah, mirchi bhajiya, you eat, nothing will happen. Manas says, I want to eat. Buddhi says, don't eat. Last week you ate, you had dysentery. You had stomach problem. It's not good for your health. Who says? Buddhi says. And you decide not required. Let me not eat. And you go for sleep. Night, mirchi bhaji will come in your dream. There is something else which is called what? Atma. Your manas want, buddhi says no, Atma will say you should have eaten, yeah. You want to go for a movie and buddhi says don't go. You don't go. But after some time, your own Atma will say you should have gone, yeah. Who tells you? Your own Atma will tell. Soul will tell. It have no desire actually. Your Atma have no desire. But Atma keeps on reminding you, you should have done, you should not have done. Something like that. It keeps on telling you something. It's like a judge in the court. The judge will not involve in anything, but after some time, anything done or not done, it will tell you. It should have done, it should not have done. And that creates problem. That's why Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Uddhared atmanatmanam atmanam avasadhayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmanaha. There are a lot of atma used here. In one context, Atma is your Atma, and second context, Atma is your Manas. He says, take your Manas to the Atma level, where no desire, no attachment. Nice picture, very good. Nice food, give it for eating, I will eat. I will not give you this food, no problem. Do you like to eat it? I don't mind eating. Do you want to eat it? Okay, I can eat. Can you be like this? That is what is controlling mind. You want to go for movie? Yeah, I will go. But don't go for movie. Okay, I don't go. Seeing the movie, will you enjoy? I will enjoy. If you don't see the movie, there is any problem? There is no problem. What do you call this? This is called attached detachment. Many people are attached and they don't detach. That is where the control of mind is lost. You know the story of a guru and 3-4 Shishyas. Guru is senior, Shishyas are? Guru has got control of mind, Shishyas don't have. That is why these become a guru and others become chelas. They were walking. There is a small river to be crossed. One nice, beautiful girl in her teenage. So cute. was trying to cross. She could not cross. She was in trouble. The chief guru, Swamiji, took her in his arms and then took her. You can imagine, right? You are all seeing that picture wonderfully. If you would have been the guru, wonderful you will be thinking. And took her in his lap and then crossed the river. Put her there and then started walking. Evening satsang, Shishyas asked, Guru, yes, what you have done is not correct. No, what I have done now? I have not done anything. We are in a prayer now. We are in satsang. Not now. Morning, no. Morning what happened? Morning what happened, yeah? No, while crossing the river what happened? Crossing the river, you took one girl, no? I took a girl. That was not correct. Why it was not correct? I dropped her back, I took her right, yeah, but crossed it and then dropped her there. Why you are carrying now? Who is carrying? The Shishyas are carrying that picture her in their manas. But whereas Guru dropped her there itself. He don't care, he don't remember that. This is the problem. Any instance, you do what you want, but if you keep on carrying, the manas is not in control. Tomorrow there is going to be an examination. There is going to be a driving test. Today you start thinking, tomorrow there is a driving test. Tomorrow there is a driving test. You keep on thinking today, and what will happen? Tomorrow either you fail or you pass. Right now? Thinking today, will you help it? Is there any way? But you don't have anything else to think. Therefore what do? You keep on thinking that. And tomorrow after the exam, assume you pass with no difficulty, no question was asked. And you got through. You will think, what a fool I am. Yesterday the whole day I was thinking about this and wasting my time. And you will think that for another 2 days. Will it not happen to you? It happens. Where your manas is always thinking on one problem because you have nothing else to think. Is it not true? Now assume in your house, Sunday morning, by mistake your hand touches on a glass and glass falls. It breaks. Old glass. Maybe your parents must have got it during their marriage as a present. The glass falls. What will happen? You know that? Assume by mistake your hand touches and the glass falls. The mother will ask, don't you have 2 eyes? Start scolding you. And the scolding continues till evening. Just for one glass. Yes? By mistake, mother's hand touches and falls it. You know what she will ask? Who kept the glass here? And for which you will again get scolded throughout the day. She is not able to control her anger. Why? Because I love you so much. The reason is, I love you so much. You must know how to behave in house. She will take a good class because that's the only place where she can take classes. Continuously, full day. But assume it happens in the house when your sister's marriage is there. On that day when the marriage is happening, by mistake from your hand glass falls. What mother will say? No problem, no, let it fall. We will clean it up. And no, after that no discussion because you have something else to do. Your mind is not able to control because you have nothing else. A person who is active, creative, thinking, learning, active in something else will automatically control your manas. It is not that I must not get angry, I can get angry. It is not that I should not react to situations. You can react to situations. But soon after that, keep doing something else. That's the only way. Manas cannot be controlled by telling don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Only way is to do something else. Assume there is a bad smell in the room. There are 2 ways to remove it. What is one way? Identify the source, take it out and then take it out. Then it will not smell here. Other way is, assume you are not able to get the smell. It's already there spread. Nothing, source is not there. What do? You you spray some nice smelling. In your manas, if you don't want a thinking process to happen, the best way is to put some other thinking process there. Why you are not able to do that? Because you don't have anything else to think. Always keep on thinking on a problem because you don't have anything else to think. Now, most of the time, the getting angry can be solved like this. Easiest way, whenever there is a problem, now the glass falls. What you should tell? Just keep saying no problem. Let anything happen. You say no problem. Repeat the word no problem. Say no problem. Say no problem. Louder. No problem. Keep saying no problem. Whatever happens, your mind is controlled. Because the word can control your manas. Let somebody scold you, you say no problem. Let somebody slap you, you say no problem. Let you lose something, you say no problem. You lost your pen, what will happen? You keep on thinking, I lost my pen, not my pen. Not. You say no problem. If you say no problem, can you repeat it to somebody else and say, I lost my pen? Will you tell somebody else? If you don't tell somebody else, already you have forgotten. If you keep on telling many people, you are reminding yourself. When you want to repeat the same word, I lost my pen, if you tell 100 people, what will happen? You are actually opening up your manas, directing your manas into that situation. But the time you say no problem and then keep doing something else, not just saying, it should be practically possible. What you can do? Open a book and read. For the first sentence you will again see the pen. But then what you do? Change the page, read something else. You are not able to concentrate? Keep the book there. Clean your cupboard. Clean the TV. Make the chairs up. Be active in something else. Then come back and open the book and read. I am sure you will forget the pen. Maybe the table cleaning or not tidy. Those things will be in your minds. The best way is your indriyas have to be diverted to different things, and then automatically your manas will control. Divert yourself. That's the first lesson. Divert yourself, divert yourself, divert yourself. Nothing else. Your mind is already controlled. And second way could be, whenever you are getting angry, whenever you are in a hurry, whenever you are in worry, when you eat more curry, generally your breathing rate will change. Breathing rate automatically changes. It increases. Number of breathing will change. That is because whenever you are in tension, not intention, intention. Intention only creates intention later. And once you have tension, what will happen? Your brain will require a lot of oxygen. Therefore, it needs to be supplied. And your heart will say, keep changing your rate, increase your breathing rate, and lot of oxygen you will take inside. But that is not the way to change your chemistry. The best way to change chemistry is, assume you have got a burden to be clean. Will you pour 1 spoon of water and then drop it, another spoon of water and drop it, another spoon of drop, or you will put full water and then shake it well. Full water and shake it well, right? Now when your body have got lot of thinking process, toxins will be there, lot of chemical reactions will be there. Your body needs lot of oxygen. How to supply it? Take a deep breath. Hold your hands like this. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Try. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. While taking breath, your manas is free. You can't think. Because manas, first priority is in breathing. When you take breath, you don't think anything. So what is to be done? That's why many people, when they get angry, automatically they take a deep breath. But what will happen? Next moment they will again start thinking on the problem. You keep on breathing with long breath. But what happens is, the long breath, if you don't practice in your life, when you are too angry, too worried, you take a deep breath, At old age, that will be your last breath. That's what heart attack is. Therefore, what is to be done? You keep practicing it in your younger age. Pranayama. Vayurodhana liyate mana. All these what I speak is from slokas. I am only holding myself not to chant this. Ramana Maharshi says, Vayurodhana liyate mana. You want to dilute your mind? Stop your breath. Not stopping, what you should do? Enlarge your breath. But Ramana Maharshi again says, good breathing practice can control your manas, but it is like putting a bird in the nest. Once you open it, it starts flying. Manas is like that. Many people know when they want to have control of mind, what they will do? They will go to puja room, go to temple, start praying. But as soon as they come out, again their manas will go back. What is the use? What is the use? Now breathing practice, while practicing breathing, you have control of mind. But as soon as you stop breathing practice, again problem will come. So what is to be done? You start meditating while in problem. Nobody can meditate while in problem. Nobody can meditate while in problem. But some people prescribe that. Then what will happen, you know? They will start opening the eye and seeing whether this fellow is meditating. They pretend to be meditating. You can't meditate while you are in trouble. Only peaceful mind automatically attains meditation. It is not what you will practice when you are in problem. But when you are not in problem, start practicing. When you are in problem, you can take care of your problems. That's the best way of meditating. Now, Jala Pakshivat, it's like putting a bird inside a nest, but control can be taken care of by breathing practice, nice breathing practice. In a long term, when you start practicing, you can. You can also do it when you get angry. Hold your hands, take a deep breath. Hold a breath. And sometimes not reacting immediately. Two husband and wife every day. Husband and wife, both of them fight every day. Swamiji calls. Swamiji will call only ladies first, completely. I'll give you a mantra. When the husband start fighting with you, you chant this mantra. As usual, the day, evening, husband comes, start scolding. Wife, mantra. Start chanting. No reaction. When there is no reaction in your face, can somebody scold you? The husband lost all the fun of scolding. No reaction in the wife. What a dumb wife. I used to enjoy every day scolding. She used to show Kathakali on the faces. When seeing the Kathakali, I get more angry. And she will also get angry. We start WWF every day. So enjoying life. Now 2 days, I am scolding, but she is chanting. Kya mantra hai? Lost all the interest. 3rd day, 4th day, again tried, nothing happened. Then went to Swamiji. Swamiji, what mantra did you teach ya? Lost all the interest in life. Don't worry, the chanting mantra is keep quiet ya. That was the only mantra. What is to be done? Don't react to situations. Don't react to situations. Same problem was there. When you get more educated, you start thinking, your brain starts functioning, you start criticizing everything. A small kid looking at the picture will say, so beautiful. But you, what you will do? Because you have seen many such pictures, you bring out all the knowledge and then start comparing. And say, Picasso, no? He is a great artist. You will have some reason to tell this is not good, right? The more knowledge you have, become more difficult. Same problem was there for, as a small kid, 4-year-old kid, you ask your, or you yourself must have told, my father, no, he is great. Every kid at 4th age, 5th age, 6th age, small kids think their father is great. Yes or no? Yes. At 8th class, 7th class, 6th class, no, my father knows many people in this world, yeah. But now, once you pass out to 10th class, you start thinking, what a father I have here. He doesn't know anything. When you become 20, 25, you think, father, very difficult to be with him. I don't know how my mother is being with him. Very difficult to survive with him. He doesn't know how to behave to people. You start criticizing. Yes or no? This happens. When your age goes, Sri Rama had the same problem. Sri Rama was very good to his father. But as he came back after education, he started telling, my father doesn't know how to rule this country. You ask him, I will tell how to rule this country. He started telling this. I don't prostrate in front of my father. I don't change my dress. I am not going to take bath. This country is very bad because of my father. Then, Sri Rama's father, who is that? Sharatha, calls psychiatrist. There was a psychiatrist during that time. When Rama was psychic, he was psychologically having some problem. This is the problem which most of the people have. And who was that psychiatrist? Anybody knows? Dr. Vasishta. Vasishta was called. He was the Muni. He called and said, this boy, as usually every kid have problem at 14 age. This problem with this Rama, please give him lesson. 18 days of class. And that class is called Yoga Vasishtam. That textbook is called Yoga Vasishtam. The first psychiatrist is Vasishta. The first psychic patient is Rama. The first psychology book is Yoga Vasishta, in which there is only one sloka which says Purne Manasi Sampurnam Jagat Sarvam Sudhadravaihi Upana Gudapadasya Nanu Charmastrudaiva Guru. That is the best class for mind management. That's the first lesson which was taught. Purne Manasi Sampurnam. Chant this. Jagat Sarvam Sudhadravaihi Upana Gudapadasya Nanu Charma Strudaiva Bubuhu. It only says, I stay in Malkajagiri. The sloka doesn't say that, I am trying to explain it. I wanted to come to Ramakrishna Mat, but I tell Swamiji, I will come only if I have leather carpet. I will walk only on leather carpet. What Swamiji will say? Okay, thank you, bye bye. Don't come here. Right now, what Vasishta says is, if somebody asks you leather carpet on all the place where you walk, give him a leather chappal. Ask him to walk. Solved no problem. Now you want to have mind control? You want to be happy? What is the way? The whole world is not good. My mother does not behave properly. My wife do not behave properly. Neighbors, they are all very bad. Teachers, very bad. All of them are bad. Who is bad? Who is bad? You are bad. So what is to be done? Change your manas. When you travel in the bus, every time dip and dim, what happens? The bus jumps. Does it not jump? Oof, back pain here. Severe back pain. The road is very bad. Each time it is jumping, I know I am getting back pain. Why you are getting back pain? Because you have back pain. Assume you have no back pain, the road, each jump you will enjoy, because anyway you are paying 7 rupees only. And 150 rupees you have to pay in a park to jump like this. Free. Yes, you can enjoy it only when you are perfect. Your manas decides whether you want to enjoy something or you want to curse something. So what is that you should do? Reflect on good things and don't reflect on other things. Keep your manas concentrated on something. If you don't enjoy, just divert it, turn it somewhere else. Just look at it whether you enjoy or not. Just listen to your manas, not to buddhi sometimes. Sometimes listen to buddhi but not to manas. It depends on what is to be balanced. But never do anything which makes you to say after some time, oh, I should not have done this. Don't you say this generally? After doing, you will tell, oh, I should not have done this. Who says? Your own Atma. When you say manas is taken to that level, it shows where you will never feel like, oh, I should not have done this. If you can do that, your manas is controlled. It's not having desire. It's not having taste. It is not that you don't enjoy. It is not that you don't want anything in this world. You want everything. It is not controlling your desire. It's controlling the way you look at things in this world. Understanding it's not me who is going to enjoy anything. It is the feeling which you derive out of it, what is going to enjoy. It is not the taste which is tasty. The feeling which you have while drinking is what is taste. Understood the difference? It's minute difference. If you understand that difference, you enjoy it. It is not tea which is sweet. What is sweet? The feeling which you get out of it. That's why when somebody gives you a chai, oh, kya chai banaya hai. Very good. Tea may be very bad, but still, who gave it? That matters too. Without interest, if somebody gives you chai, somebody will keep a towel, no? Kerchief. So precious, so great. It's all, after all, a small piece of cloth. But why do you preserve it? Because it is given by somebody else. So what is attached to that? It is not the cloth which matters. It's the feeling which matters. So what is more important? Your feeling is important. So you know how to take care of your feeling. The whole problem will be solved. So it is not the manas or the buddhi or the atma which is to be controlled. What is to be controlled? Your interpretations on this have to be controlled. And how do you change your interpretations on this? The more educated you are, more wisdom you have, more ethics you have, more practical knowledge you have, the more you live for somebody else, you enjoy it. The more selfish you are, you become uncontrollable. There are two types of people in this world: who live for somebody else and who live for themselves. Mahabharata war is just between these two people, Dharmaputra and Duryodhana. Duryodhana always lived for himself. He has only his desire. And Dharmaputra, he lives for somebody else. He left everything for somebody else. And such people who leave everything for somebody else are all accepted by us. Buddha, he left his kingdom for somebody else. Shankaracharya, he left his own home for somebody else. Vivekananda, if he would have been the richest person, will we remember him? Do we remember any of the richest people in the world? No. We remember those people who lived for somebody else. That's what his sacrifice is. When you live for somebody else, you become non-selfish, and that's why it is called sacrifice. The more sacrifice you show, you become automatically controlled in your manas, because you do everything for somebody else. You have no selfishness. The more selfish you have, the more selfish you are, that manas is always in problem. You are not selfish, there is no problem in this world. You think any example you take, why you are getting angry? Because you told and she did not listen. It is not that it did not happen. Your problem is, I told him and he did not listen. That's why I am scolding. Because I told. That is the problem. Not that incident is bad. You scold somebody because the food is not tasty. Is it because the food is not tasty you are scolding? No. It is because basically you don't like that person who served you. Assume you love the person who served you the food. Any food given, you will say it is more tasty. Let it have no taste, it doesn't matter. So most of the time the attachment is given not to material, but we have an underlying reason for finding fault. Two lovers before marriage, one fellow will wait for the other fellow. Let it be a boy who waits for a girl or girl waits for a boy, hours together in the park. She told her 9 o'clock she will come, 10:30 she will wait. 10:30 she comes and says, no, I could not come. No problem, I just wait. Soon after marriage, 5 minutes late. Try. You have every authority on this. The father scolds the kid not because of love, because of authority. I love flower. Second thing, I want to pluck it. I love doesn't mean having it. Loving means I can see that and then enjoy it. Can you have this detachment, independency? Then there is no problem. My wife is very beautiful. Indeed, my wife is very beautiful. Therefore, whenever I go out, I have tension. My wife is not at all beautiful. Therefore, when I go out, I have no tension. My wife is very beautiful. I don't leave her there. I take wherever I go. It's a big problem. People keep on looking at her. It's a big tension for me. Now my wife is not at all beautiful. I will not take her anyway because taking her is another curse for me. So what is happiness? What is unhappiness in this world? It's all in your mind. Your happiness or unhappiness, your worry or non-worry, your control or non-control, it's all in your manas. Fill it up with creative, good thought process every moment. Don't keep on thinking on the same point again and again and again. It's like adding compartment to your train. Don't do that. No use of thinking anything in this world. Always be creative. Keep on reading something. Keep on learning something. Keep on active something. Keep on doing something. Keep on cooking something. Keep on cleaning something. Be engaged yourself until you go to bed. Be tired and sleep. Be more active with 101 things. Do you think Manmohan Singh, when he fights with his wife, he will have time to think about the fighting? Will he have? Because as soon as the kitchen fighting is over, he has to come out and attend. So many people will come involved in when he will think about it. No time. Why? Normally people will think because there is nothing else to do. You have nothing else to do, so you keep on putting your manas back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not the problem which is the real problem. Thinking on the problem is 99.999%. The problem is only fraction of second. Yes or no? So any problem what happens, what you should tell? No problem. Say no problem? No. Whatever happens, you say no problem. That's enough. And from then, change into new thought process. Keep on putting your manas with a new thought process. So you are fighting with your husband, wife, kids, somewhere else. You tell, this picture looks so beautiful, yeah? All on a sudden you shift to the chapter. Don't open the next chapter. Now assume husband and wife is fighting. I appear there in your house. What will happen? Nice smile, as if there is no fighting at all, right? No? And as soon as the guest goes, you will start the second chapter. So you know how to change the topic, but do it intentionally, as if you have a guest at home every moment. Your behavior can be controlled, your manas can be controlled when you think that there is somebody else keep watching us all the time. That's the best way to change your behavior. You want to control your manas? Think that somebody else is watching me. And who is that who is watching? Your guru. It could be an elder person, it could be a guest, it could be somebody whom you always admire. Believe that he is with you all the time. You can't be bad in this world. And who can be that? A good believer of God. Always think God is with me. And once God is with me, I will not be able to do any mistake. And once God is not with you, you will start doing mistakes. That's why Duryodhana became bad, because he never carried God with him. Dharmaputra became good because he always carried God with him. And Duryodhana's mother called. Who is Duryodhana's mother? Gandhari. Gandhari called Duryodhana. Why my son? Why you are like this? Why can't you control your manas? Don't become bad like this. Be like your cousin brother. Do good things for everybody else. This mind control management technique was taught to Duryodhana by whom? Gandhari. You know what Duryodhana gave? Janami dharma najame pravarti. Amma, I know what is dharma, by doing which I can be good. Najame pravarti. I am not able to do it. Janami adharma. I know what is adharma, what should not be done. Nachame pravritti, I am not able to get rid of it. Whatever I am doing is bad only. I know that is not good. I know what is good, I am not able to do it. Why? Kena vikamena hridistidena yatha niyukto sitada karomi. Kena vikamena hridistidena. From my hridayam, desire keeps coming. And desire says, do this, do this. From my manas, always desire says, do this, and I am just listening to my desire, nothing else. Kamam is there all the time, desire is there. Where the desire comes from? Manas. So my manas is always filled with the desire, therefore I am blind. And that is why all these mistakes are happening. So never become blind with your desire. If you can control your desire, your manas is automatically controlled. Controlled desire is, not having desire is different, controlling desire is different. I have a house in Malkajgiri, not a very big house. My brother have a wonderful big house. I always feel I should have a house like his house. Nothing wrong. But recently I am in Delhi. When I travel around in Delhi, I see a big house and I wanted to have that house. You know which is that house? Parliament House. I must know how to control my desire. If I don't control my desire, I will become sleepless. So manas control is through desire control. You can set what you wanted to do. I want to become something. Yes. After that, think about next. Don't put your desires in a big castle and nothing you will achieve. And keep on thinking about it, never acting. Every thinking process should have an action immediate. Don't keep on thinking and making plans which you cannot do anywhere. Start doing as soon as you start thinking. People are good in positive thinking. They keep on positively think, but never act positive. I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, and they will die. They will not do anything. What is the use of planning? So be active all the time. Active in some or other process, so you have no time to think about your own desires too much, which makes you unhappy. That's the lesson which I have. Just close your eyes. Think about all the points what I said so far. Very